We're at Gun Club 82 with Rep. Andy Biggs, Arizona, District 5. We did some shooting.
We did.
You're pretty handy on that AR. And of course, you and I just were enjoying our Second Amendment rights, but I still want to ask you, why is the Second Amendment important? What's important about the Second Amendment?
Well, it's important because everybody has a right, a God-given right to protect himself and his family and your property, your castle. And the reality is, government didn't grant that right to you. That was from God. And so you get these people that want to take that away. There's just no way that can happen. And the saying is real clear. What was recognized, the rights were recognized by the founders. They weren't granted to us. And so they understood that you get a right to speech, you get a symbol, press, worship, all these rights, including the right to bear arms. And guess what? A lot of people have said it. I tend to think it's true. If you don't have the Second Amendment, all the other amendments, all the other recognition of rights go by the wayside too.
Yes, sir, yes. Well, what that leads to makes me think of, we covered at Breitbart this past weekend, at least 49 people shot. We see this again
in Chicago alone.
In Chicago alone.
Right.
Right. And so their solution is more gun control. I can't understand that. How is more gun control a solution?
Yeah, well, it's never going to be the solution because it goes contrary to the natural right theory, right? So bad guys always get the guns. They can find, it isn't just guns, it's going to be knives, any weapon that's handy, they will have it. People who don't have the opportunity to defend themselves, they become victims. And so this gun control movement is wrong-headed. It's actually a visceral response, right? People, some of these left-wing politicians and whatnot, they get very nervous around guns. The thought of guns makes them nervous, some of them. And so they don't want people to have guns.
Right.
And that's going to be a problem.
You're, as we said, in District 5, and I know the folks in District 5 love you, and I know this state is a gun state like crazy. So what does Representative Biggs do? What do you do to keep Arizonans' gun rights secure? What's your focus? How do you do that?
Well, first of all, in my district, we have a task force where we meet with people who own gun ranges, gun shops, hobbyists, hunters, and we get together on a regular basis to talk about the attacks on Second Amendment rights and how we can best protect them. With me, you've got a voting record of literally probably 20 years now of defending gun rights, and that's important. So you can see on those two fronts right there alone. But the other thing to remember is we've got a U.S. Senator right now, and if he could do anything in the world, he would take away everybody's gun rights. And so we have to fight and combat that constantly. You got to be vigilant. That's why you need a pro-Second Amendment person in the United States Congress, because these folks want to centralize power, and then they want to have control over your lives and take away your not just your gun rights, but your other rights as well.
Couldn't have said it better. Sir, good to get time with you.
Yeah, thank you.
You're a good shot. And we appreciate your love for freedom and your love for the Second Amendment. I mean that. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks for having me out today. It was fun.